Happy Sunday to you. How are you? Here we are a couple days out from Christmas. How you holding up? If you got your shopping all done, where are you at with your holiday baking? I have yet to do really any of it. I have been sick since Friday night, and I have to go into my outside gig this afternoon. I work tomorrow, and then I have a couple days off. I am looking into January where I can take a full 4 days off. Working 13 days in a row did this old body not a lot of good. But I'm Kitryn Marie. I do reside in St. Louis, Missouri, an artist, writer, speaker, life, and a business coach. Just noticed my dog Gates out there. Not very professional, but oh well. I teach a variety of art classes. I teach how to put a vision board together. You see my favorite one there that I use for my inspiration, my mood board. And I teach group painting classes. I teach business coaching classes. I mentor. I consult. You can take a topic that you know very well and you can study a little bit more on it, and you can turn around and you can consult on the things that you know. It requires no degree to be a consultant, to be a coach. If you are not, a doctor, psychologist, Indian chief, brain surgeon, you don't need those type of credentials behind you. You just have to be an expert in your field based on who you are, what you know, how you've studied, and how you can apply it in your life to earn an income, to have passive income, to have residual income, the set it and go, where you get money every month. I have an earned income, had my hand in food and beverage for the last 30 years, and every time I try to wean out of it, I swear to God, it's like being in the mafia. They just reel you right back in. When you are good at what you do, people do not want to lose you. Passive income. I teach all these art classes. This is my extra. These are the things that I studied on. When I'm putting together the vision board, teaching you the vision board, how you can bring these wonderful things into your life based on where you would like to see your life. It's deep in psychology. It's deep in life coaching. And it is not your issue if other people have problems with how you have become in your life and they are angry. Why didn't they see this intelligence before? Because odds are they were too focused on the shenanigans that they were doing, and they did not recognize the intellect that was in front of them. And now at this point in life, all of us that have studied, who have learned about earned income, passive income, residual income, we are able to go on heading into 2025 with our goals being bigger than what they were over the last 6, 10, 15, 20 years. Here's the other thing. The other day I was talking about telling your story. People connect, people relate. Telling stories evokes emotion. It evokes a passion within somebody that inspires them or entertains them, or they want to see what else is out there. And when you are telling your stories, you are actually helping somebody see the light at the end of the tunnel. There are too many people right now who are suffering from depression, grief, cognitive dissonance, because they can't see the truth. They keep telling the same lie, not only to the outside circumference of who they hang with, but they keep telling themselves the same lie because they're not awake. They do not understand anything outside of the 3D. Too many people, we're still chasing that corporate paycheck. And I hope within the next 6 months we see such a big restructure of corporate and the overall healthcare system. It needs to completely crumble. But we are dealing with so many people right now that are suffering from that depression. They are suffering from grief. They are suffering from things that they cannot understand because it is a new world. It is not the same world that they've always been told. Go to school, get an education, get a good job, have a great paycheck, have that pension, and when you are able to retire, it's all going to be there for you. Well, guess what? The world has changed. We have social media now, and if you are not understanding earning income, passive income, residual income, those that are aging out of their jobs this year or who will be let go this year because the job will no longer apply, they're going to have to figure something out. So when you were storytelling, when you were telling people the experiences in which you've gone through and they are seeing you come out on the other side, you are offering hope. You know, it's not that you were trying to have this great big smear campaign against somebody else, but because of what happened in a certain situation that made you see the light to your worth, not so much being validated by what other people feel about you through their opinion, but you can see what you have been made of your whole life and how you have dumbed down because of the people that you've surrounded yourself with. Again, it's not your issue if people cannot see you for the intelligent person that you are. I'm going to use a little bit of an example, and I think he will not mind. My person, this last guy that I was involved with, I'd known him for quite a few years. I always said I was his 10-year person. I've known him from a previous life over and over and over. You know, we were hot and heavy for the last 6 years until we were not hot and heavy. He is a plumber by trade. He's also military background. And I always say 15 years, but I know it's not 15 years. It's probably more like 12, maybe 13. But when the military was letting go of the branches and the government no longer wanted long-term military, he needed to do something when he came out. And because he was a specialist in weaponry, there wasn't many opportunities available in that field. I'm falling over words because I want to say this very tactfully with great respect. In the 6 years, because I have learned to consult, I have learned to coach, I have learned to teach, because of his military background, because of his plumbing trade. He's a journeyman plumber, you know, and he went to go take a work for the city who does not recognize the talent in which he has. Again, it comes down to we are all aging out, and there are certain facilities that like to see the aging group leave. They want to get younger blood in. They want to get somebody who is more physically able. And, you know, it's a fact of life. When you get older, you cannot do the job like you used to do. Even in my outside gig, I can't run circles around the kids like I used to. I try. But in the meantime, the 6 years I had said to him, with all of the knowledge and all of your background, consult, be a teacher, instruct what you know. You have good habits, you have good routines, you know your work, you know your trade. You know how you can make a difference in some young person's life because they need a mentor. Now, whether it be that trade or not, you need to look at your own age and decide what is it that you know as second skin that you can consult. Because if you have a service-based industry, you will never, ever be without an income. I talk about all this in my business coaching class. If you are interested, reach out, Kitryn_Marie at yahoo.com. You know, for today, for tomorrow, for this holiday, be happy, be blessed, be thankful for everything that has happened in your life. Fate turns on a dime. It is up to you to decide what side of that coin you want to be on. What are you an expert in? What have you studied that you can make a difference in somebody else's life by creating a service-based industry that you know for the rest of your life you can earn an income and you can be happy with the choices that you're making on how you are earning money, turning away from the corporate world, turning away from the 3D, and turning away from the things that no longer are serving you. As we age, we want to think smart and work less. Take care. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you real soon.